Hey guys, Sam from 3D here. In this short tutorial I would like to show you what you can do and how you can squeeze the emojis library and how you can customize it, what you can do with it and how you can do much more funny stuff. Okay, so first of all, if you are totally new in a Blender, this is how you can move in it. Okay, so if I click Shift and I hold middle mouse, I am panning. If I want to rotate, I just need to click the middle mouse, and if I want to zoom in, zoom out, I just use the mouse. This is on the Windows. On Mac it's slightly different. I will put the link in the description so you can find it. Okay, cool. So this is about navigation, and let's take a look what we have in the file. So here is basically we have emojis. This looks like a folder, and in the folder we have different folders. So now the emojis are here, right? So this is the scholar, for example. This is how it looks like. One thing what I want to mention is that you can change the viewport shading, and for example this is the preview how the render will look like. This is like checking the colors. Also you have different viewport shading, and right, you can play with it. Do more stuff with basically with the viewport, but you only need the basic ones. So this is what I have here in the viewport. Then I have like some lights here. I will talk about lights later. I have the camera, and also if you scroll down, I have the background. So this is the background. Basically it should imitate that we are in the studios. Also we use the studio lights here to make it more fun, because emoji in studio, it's like a fun idea. Okay, in the background, what we can see here, for example, we have this disable in the viewports thing. If I click, unclick, enable or disable this, basically I will see or hide it in the viewport, but only here. In the render, it will be rendered. Right, so we can see that here it will be rendered because I need to unclick this, disable in renders. Right, so this is how it is working. So don't be confused with these three functions here. It can be a little bit messy in the beginning, but then it makes much more fun. Okay, so this is the beginnings. Let's take a look what we can do, for example, with the emojis. So I want to change the color. First thing, I need to click on the object I want to change. Then here is the little ball, material properties. In the material properties, I just need to see that I have materials assigned to one object, so I just need to check the one I want to change, and then I can just change it. Super easy to do. The same thing with the tongue. So this is how I can change it. I will go back. This is how I can change. If you want to enable other different emoji, so this is how it is looking, how it is working. Cool. So I'm going to change the animation to the top sheet. For the animation, I just click this only show selected, so now I see also not selected. So here is basically the animation, and you can see how it is working. If you want to change anything in the animation, you can do it here, right? But I changed basically the view to timeline. This is more advanced though, so I'm not going into that. Okay, let's take a look how you can customize and how you can use different parts of the emojis and make your own emoji, and to make different combinations of them. So first of all, for example, I want to put some steam under the rocket, and from the, for example, from the anger, because there is cool animation, and I want to basically reuse it. So because it's connected to the empty, so now I will just delete the parts which I don't care. It's pretty little bit messy, and now basically I have, and I hit the empty thing because all the objects are connected to that. This is not the nicest way how you can do with the Blender, but I think this is just the the easiest thing to do. And now I see that this theme has some animation on that, so basically I just need to delete the animation because I want to stay it in one place. The same thing with this little thing. I just need to delete the animation. This is how I can combine. The same thing if I want to change on the rocket, right? So this is right from now. I'm going to camera. If I want to go to camera, I just need to click on the 0. This is the camera in the Blender. If I want to change the camera, I need to enable that. Click on the camera, right? And now I will just move with the G. Here is the move. The G is a shortcut. Rotate is R, or scale is S. If I want to move to the X-axis, this is how I can do it. Z-axis, move, so G and Y. This is how I move up and down. So G plus X, G plus Y, G plus Z. So this is how I can play. Okay, I will just again lock it. So this is the disable selection. And now what I can see from now on, I have some fun animation, right? So boom. Here you can basically, now you can just hide it somehow. And you can, or maybe you don't want this thing. Right, so this is how you can play, how you can, for example, take the sunglasses from the cool emoji and to use it differently on different emojis. So this is how you can customize it and how you can combine them. Okay, so I mentioned that I will talk a little bit about the, oh, here is the tongue. This is the fun thing I forget about. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the lights because we used slightly different lights than we used before in different, but I think they are giving better outcome and more studio, which is basically better for these emojis. And now basically if you don't like the colors, you can anytime change it. The same thing, you can change the color of the background. Again, I am in the material properties. This is how you can change it, right? So if you want to like be a little bit more crazy, if you want to play a little bit more, right? So this is how the animation will look like. So here is some steam below the rocket, and now it's boom. Click the render, and now render image, which is F12. And now I will get basically the render of it. Okay, so now it's rendered, and what I need to do is go to image and save as, and here I can save it as a PNG file or different formats. And if you want to have alpha channel also, so the background will be transparent, go to RGBA and save it. And voila, you have the picture you can use for your client. Pretty easy, right? Or for your product. Cool, so this is how you can play with it. What you can do is changing the lights. You can move them, again, G. You can move, like you can use the axis. I'm using the G and G, Y, Z, X. One thing what I want to mention is that we are using two scenes here. The white scene and dark scene is important to mention, right? Right now I can see it because the light is blocking it, so I click on the light. I will just move it. Right. So I will just move it because it was in front of camera, so it was blocking it. But now if I click on 0 numpad key, I will get to the camera. And now what you can see, basically the background will be black. The reason is that we have dark UI and we have white UI. There are some changes in the scene, so this is more for dark UI. And if you work on something like in the dark, use this scene. If you want to do something with the white, it will be closer to the white, use this scene. But basically you can do whatever you want, you can customize it and play with both of them. The basics, they are the same lights, the same background, but there are slight difference which will make it will look better on the dark UIs. Cool, so this is everything from my side. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at samuel@3d.design. If you want to learn more about emojis, please go to emojis.design. And if you want to know more about our libraries, or if you want to see other tutorials, please go to 3d.design. Stay creative and have fun. Bye bye.